Hello, and welcome back to Mindfully Rich Podcast, your weekly look at life and finances with a twist where we talk about improving your overall relationship with money and building better financial habits. On each episode, I'll discuss real life situations and give y'all practical advice. The point of this podcast is to help you stay in your financial lane so you won't end up broke. I'm your creator and host, Richie. Now, let's jump into today's conversation. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back. Welcome back. We got a bonus episode today. I know y'all probably looking like, what's she doing dropping an episode on Thursday? Y'all, let me tell you what, I have been off, okay? I have been off. And as a creative, some weeks, some months, I'm feeling good. I can release things and have it out there on time on the Mondays like I'm supposed to. But y'all, let me tell you what, I have been off for the last 2 weeks. I haven't posted on the podcast page on IG. I haven't been releasing the episodes on time. My last episode, y'all can probably tell I was out of it. It was my mom's birthday. I wanted to do a celebration of my mom type episode where I talked about the lessons that she taught me, but I've been sad. It's been all type of stuff going on. So you want to know what? I'm just going to go ahead and put this out there. Y'all make sure y'all pray for me, okay? Because this is a one-woman team over here, and I'm trying to get everything together. And I feel like I'm feeling a little bit better, but who knows? But that's the reason why I was thinking about y'all when I said, let me go ahead and drop a bonus episode for y'all, and we're going to get back to normal on next Monday, okay? How about that? That's going to be my promise to y'all, okay? And so if you haven't already, make sure you go check out last week's bonus episode that I did in memory and celebration of my mom's birthday. It was called Renee Taught Me. That's me, my mom's name. So go ahead and check that out. And you know what? I just said last week. I don't even know if it was really last week. I think it was Friday because I dropped it on my mom's birthday. And every year on my mom's birthday, there's going to be some type of episode that has some type of Renee feel to it, just because my mama would love that, okay? My mama she's a Virgo, okay? So Virgos love for you to talk about them, honor them in some type of way, okay? So I am going to make sure that I do that each and every year for her, okay? And so we're going to go ahead and jump into today's bonus episode. And for all my newbies to the podcast, what I like to do is, not all the time, but I started off with the vibe of taking a title of a song and using that as the topic point to discuss for the episode. And so I do this in what's called our mindful money moment. And so our music title inspiration today comes from Mary Mary, and the title of the song is Go Get It. This is one of my get hype songs. I absolutely love this song. But the topic is go get your blessing. The state may owe you money from unclaimed property claims. Okay, let me tell you what, I love a long title. Okay, this is episode 72. Go back and look. All of the titles be long. Okay, I'm just one of those people. I'm long-winded, so I like a long title. All right, so that's what we're talking about today. And if you have never checked out the unclaimed property site for your state, you are missing out, and you may be missing out on your blessing, just like I said. And so let me go ahead and give y'all just a little bit of background. And so each state has what's called an unclaimed property website. So all you have to do is search your state in Google and say unclaimed property. And so what it is each state is required by law. So they have, like, say, the financial institutions, your insurance companies, other business entities. They have to report if they have any credit balances, so any refunds that's owed to you. And they report that to the state controller's office. And so if you have a credit balance, it's owed to you, they don't know how to get in touch with you. Therefore, you have this unclaimed property website where they have to post how much money is owed to you, who owes it to you, and you have to file a claim so you can get your money, okay? And so if you have let's say a bank account, or you have like an insurance policy that's closed out and they owe you money. Anyone who owes you money, like stocks, bonds, uncashed checks, any wages from an employer, there's so many different places that can owe you money, okay? So not too sure exactly who may owe you money, but it's places like that. So just think about having a credit balance somewhere. Someone owes you money. They don't know how to get in touch with you. Therefore, they now have this site for each state. It's the Unclaimed property site where they have to put the money that's owed to you. So some states, they will put the exact amount. Some states will say under $10, under $100, over $100, because they don't want to list what that exact amount is. Until you actually file that claim, then you'll find out how much money is owed to you. All right, so all of that sound good, right? Y'all probably all like, let me go on this site right now and search up the money, okay? You better. All right, I'm dropping some gems today for y'all, all right? And so once you go to this site and you see what money is owed to you, so once again, you are searching your states or any states that you've lived in, their unclaimed property website. So once again, you go to Google. It's easy, okay? I don't want nobody to start tripping right now. You go to Google, you search whatever state you live in or whatever state you've lived in, put in that state and put in unclaimed property. It'll bring up the site. It's easy as pie after that. You search your name. It's going to have last name, first name, or some of them may have where the name field is all together. To make the search a little easier, you can put in a city sometimes or an address, just because you're not the only one with your name. And so it's going to bring up tons of people. All right. But it does normally include some type of address or city. So that way you can have an idea if that money is owed to, say, you and not someone else that has your same name. Okay. So you want to make sure that you are searching that. You want to make sure that you are going to any state that you've lived in and checking it out. So for the past 5 years, when I first found out about this, I'm going to say maybe 5 or 6 years, I've been doing this for each state that I've lived in. I've lived in Florida, Mississippi, Illinois, California. So I go on there all the time just to see, just to check who owed me money. Because, like I said, I'm trying to go get my blessing, okay? And any money, think of it like this. Sometimes you're not thinking of money that may be owed to you. So I'm going to give you an example. So about 4 years ago, when I searched Florida's unclaimed property, I found out that I was owed my deposit from an apartment that I had back in Florida. I said, wait a minute. Okay, I'm a Capricorn. If you know anything about Capricorns, we love money. I said, I let them not give me my deposit back? The nerve of me, okay? And so I got my deposit back from an apartment that I had back in Florida, y'all. I haven't lived in Florida since, 2010, okay? And so I do a search of all of the states that I've lived in periodically so that I can find any monies that may be owed to me. And let me tell y'all what, so with getting this episode together, I wanted to make sure that, everything was still on the up and up. I checked the sites, found more money. Okay, I'm like, how am I still finding money? Sometimes that money may be a couple of cents. Sometimes it may be over hundreds of dollars. You never know. This is the thing. It's money that is owed to you. You want to make sure that you're going on there and you are checking and you can file that claim. It don't even take long for you to receive the money, because when I did that for Florida, it was no time. I have some in California. Right now, I have 3 claims that I had no idea about. Okay, so you never know how much money is owed to you on these unclaimed property sites. And so I also want to make sure that I'm telling you to check for, say, your loved ones in your life, those people who aren't, let's say, technology, is that the word? Yeah, technology inclined. It's like I want to say another word, like technological. That's the word I'm trying to say, okay? Technological inclined. Okay, I don't even know if that go, but that's what I'm going to say for right here. Okay, so like say for myself, I talk about my life on here, so y'all all know that my mother has passed. Also, my father has passed. I went on there to check for them just because my mom passed in 2018, dad passed in 2019. I don't know what the time frame is for these companies to say, hey, we're now going to report this specific amount or this claim for this person. Like, they may take years, and I don't know what that amount of years is. And so when they first passed away, I did check that. I didn't see anything. When I was getting this episode together, I just checked, and there's claims for my mom that I never knew about. And so that's something that I'm going to be doing this weekend, is going on there to file these claims for my mother. I also found claims for my grandmother and my grandfather. I had to get with my cousin so I can say, hey, girl, let me tell you, this is a site, because my cousin, she does majority of the taking care of my grandmother, taking care of all of, like, say, the business and finances and things of those sorts. And so I wanted to make sure I made her aware of that, so that way we can get the claim and give that to my grandmother, so that way she can get whatever funds are owed to her. So you want to make sure you are checking for the people in your life. So once again, y'all, if you have not heard of the Unclaimed property site for your state, go to Google, search your state or any states that you've lived in, unclaimed property, and it will pull it up. It's easy as pie. Like I said, I don't know why I like saying easy as pie. I want some sweet potato pie. So go on there. Get your money, okay? You may have a blessing sitting there waiting on it, okay? I do the prayers on my page. So for those of you who follow me on Instagram, that is my social media platform of choice, I do the prayer, the financial blessing prayer, right? This may be the blessing that you're looking for. And so one thing I want to say about the prayers, because I know a lot of y'all love it. That was the prayers that went viral. You probably saw it featured on the Shade Room. I was really, really excited about that. The one thing that I'll say about that, when I started praying those prayers, and I also do one where I ask for, financial blessings from the north, south, east, and west. And I kid y'all not, I don't know how to explain this, but I got receipts. I started receiving checks from out the blue, class action suits. I remember I received something from Mississippi Power. I ain't lived in Mississippi in years, y'all. I'm like, how they even got my new address? Okay, and it was over $400 and some from Mississippi Power. Like, I start receiving blessings. And so I want y'all to make sure you are checking out the Unclaimed property site. Also making sure you're checking out my Instagram page for the financial blessing prayer, because I kid y'all not, I'm doing those just because I know what they have done for me. Whether you believe in it or not, if it ain't your thing, got it. Don't even look at it, okay? But if it is, go ahead and check that out. And so that's it, y'all. Just wanted to bring y'all a quick little bonus episode. Want y'all to go get y'all blessings. Let me know the money that you receive. Hit me up on my Instagram page, It's at mindfully_rich_podcast. I ain't said it in a while, so I was like, wait a minute, what is it? So hit me up. Let me know, how much money did you find on these sites? Let's talk about this so more people can check this out. You don't want all of the money that's owed to you to just be sitting there. You want that in your pocket, in your account, or being spent on something that you need or that you want. All right, y'all, that is it for me. And just make sure y'all go back, listen to the episodes. Make sure you listening. Share. Okay? Follow me on Instagram at mindfully_rich_podcast, and check out the details of this episode, because if you would like to sponsor, say, the Mindful Money Moment segment, or if you would like to advertise, do any brand deals, things like that, check out the details of this page. It has my email address and how you can get in touch with me. All right, I done talked enough, so until next time, when I hit y'all with another one.